Hello, BookTube. It's been about a week since I've filmed anything. It's Saturday, day off, beginning of a vacation week for the kids. So we thought we'd run out today a little bit. The first thing we did, and I'm hoping to add the pictures of it, we built an extra bookcase. So we've added 2 bookcases this week, the 2 black ones that are on either side of the white ones. In the middle there. The white one's been there for a long time, but we were just having a little bit of a bookcase challenge. They're not my favorite bookcases, but they're like $27 a piece, Walmart things. Hopefully the shelves don't bow too much, but for right now they'll do, and they were affordable. So then when we got done with that, we decided we want to go out a little bit, and we go to a little antique shop that we haven't been to in a long time, and we then took the kids to Best Buy, which is their favorite place on earth. But when we were at the antique shop, I found a couple of little treasures. One really unique treasure, something I've never seen anything like before, so I thought I'd show you. And I also found a new kind of beer. This is vanilla porter from the Breckenridge Brewery, fine Colorado ales. This, and I love porters, so we'll find out how this is. So start with the books. This is the Sherlock Holmes Encyclopedia, a complete guide to the people, towns, streets, estates, railroad stations, objects, in fact, everything. Well, it's saying quite a bit. It's a Citadel Press book, published by Carroll Publishing Group, and it's from 1962 is when it came out, but this one here is a 1994 printing. So it looks like this. It's a paperback, trade paperback size. And so it's a little encyclopedia, fun. I love Sherlock Holmes stuff, so it'd be just fun to sit and browse through. So set up like an encyclopedia. The next thing I found was a book I used to have as a little guy. Sort of a local history type of thing. It's called Mischief in the Mountains, Strange Tales of Vermont and Vermonters. Being a Vermonter, I've met some strange Vermonters. So this is the 5th printing of 1984, published by Vermont Life magazine in Montpelier, Vermont. So yeah, I like the cover. I used to have one that had more orange in the cover, but it must have been a later edition. So, spine-tingling tales of Vermont's colorful past are gathered together in Mischief in the Mountains. Crimes of the heart, of envy, of greed, treasures lost and found in mountain foothills, eccentrics, misers, and prophets of doom. Here are the extraordinary characters and bizarre stories of intrigue, hardship, and humor from the pages of Vermont Life. Yeah, I loved this when I was younger. So, edited by Walter R. Hard Jr. and Janet C. Green, illustrated by Jane Clark Brown. And I like the illustrations too, these little, are they like woodcuts, or, I'm not sure. I guess they're pen and ink, or somebody's in trouble there. So, little strange tales about my home state. Then this is one I've heard of, the story. I've never seen this book before, and it's one I would notice. So when I saw it for $2, I was pretty thrilled. None of this stuff cost much at all. I think the Mischief in the Mountains was $2 or $3. The Sherlock Holmes Encyclopedia was $1. This was $2, hardbound. And this is Arthur C. Clarke, The Snows of Olympus, A Garden on Mars, illustrated story of man's colonization of Mars. Love Arthur C. Clarke. And this is W.W. Norton and Company, New York and London. There we go. It's a beautifully illustrated thing. It's dedicated to the memory of Spark Matsunaga, U.S. Senator for Hawaii, and to the first Martians, today's students of the International Space University. It's copyright 1994, first American edition in 95. So, have a little introduction with a little photo there. Here's the color to page 1. And a map here. So there's Percival Lowell, and then there's his observatory there. Let's get out of this part into some of the pain. So you have a photograph from the Viking lander right there. Late 70s. So here's where it gets fun, though. These are like visions of what Mars will be like. Now think how much we've learned in the last 10 years about Mars. So this is out of date, but it's still fun. And I would imagine that Elon Musk probably has a copy of this book. I know I'm overdoing it with the illustrations here, but I just find them fascinating. So, Arthur C. Clarke. So that was all pretty neat, pretty fun. And then on the way out, we were up looking at some other antiques upstairs. These were all found downstairs in the antique shop. And then we found this thing, and I just grabbed it. I wasn't sure the condition, but when I saw what it was, and I'd never seen anything like it before, and it was $9.75, I said, I'll take a chance. And it's this gigantor thing here. And I didn't quite know what to make of it. It said, The Great Book of Britons. It didn't seem to make sense to me. And it says 1893, 1993, and it says, it looks like it says W.B. Britton, 100 Years of Britain's Toy Soldiers by James Opie, special numbered limited edition. Now, I'm going to try to do this without wrecking the box. So there you can see on the this is what it looks like on the inside. There's some tin soldiers right up there. This thing weighs a ton. This box set is issued in a limited numbered edition of 2,500 worldwide, set number 1643. So again, you can see, what I really want you to see are the tin soldiers. They caught my eye. And then underneath it, this big old book, which I'll take out. Oh, if I can lift this thing. So there's 4 soldiers, 2 are on horseback, and then there's this big, old, gigantic book, which the book weighs a ton. And I think it may be because of the illustrations. It's got a little discoloration on it, but it's not like anything I'd ever seen before. So, well, here's the end papers with the toy soldiers. The Great Book of Britons, 100 Year of Britain's Toy Soldiers, and has a picture of William Britton Jr., William Britton Sr., and Dennis Britton. So that must be the family that owned the company, is what I'm assuming. And then, it's New Cavendish Books, London, and this thing was published in 1993. So, and you see how thick this thing is. I'm just going to randomly grab, because I really haven't gone through it much myself. So I have, so it looks like it goes by year. Up in the top, you'll see the year in a little pennant. See if you can see that. Yeah. I hold it up in front of myself and I can't see what you can see. Oh, here's someone with the camels. So these would be the toys. I mean, I've read, that was 1906. I've read, you know, you read these things where somebody's playing with their tin soldiers, and I remember reading about Winston Churchill and people like this having them. And I grew up with those little green plastic army men. They were nothing like these things. So, let's see here. Here's 1928. Oh, yeah, this is cool. 1938, 6 Mickey Mouse cartoon characters. Look at that. How cool is that? All right, 1940. And let's try 52. 1965. Let's see here. And then there, when they're getting into some of their more modern things here too. So it's quite an interesting book. Like I say, it weighs a ton. It's got all these index and numbers, and must be for collectors, you know. So it looks like it's very well done. It's 640 pages. And like I say, it's a bit of a beast. So that with the little toy, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably give it to my son. But I just thought it was so much fun. And for $9.75, it's sort of a cool little thing to have, you know. So let me take a sip of this. Oh, that's good. So vanilla porter from Breckenridge Brewery in Colorado. So very nice. So that's the miniature little book haul here, and toy haul, I guess. And like I said, put together a couple bookshelves, and we'll add some pictures of that. So hope you all have a good weekend. Thank you, BookTube.